Alright, everybody, this is the last one. I'll make it quick. Alexander Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie. Damn. Did not really feel great during and after this one. You could eat Alexander Volkanovski even said, I started to not really feel too great in there. It just goes to show that the Korean Zombie, I really don't want to say it. And I take no joy out of saying it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. He didn't belong in there. His striking is great. His footwork is great. His counters are strong. He has the chin of a motherfucker. He can take some shots. But you cannot continually take shots from a man like Alexander Volkanovski for an extended period of time and be able to continue to fight. That's what happened. Got a little excited about the Henry Cejudo thing. Training Volkanovski, if you can stop the takedowns, that makes it more on the feet, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I knew Volkanovski was great on the feet, so was the Korean Zombie, and I drank the Kool-Aid too much. I marked out for my own gimmick. I marked out for the promotion. At the end of the day, the Korean Zombie lost to Ryan Ortega, beat Dan Ige, and then fought for the title shot. It was a replacement thing. Max Holloway fell out, blah, blah, blah. He shouldn't have been in there. But the bigger question is, who should be in there with Volkanovski? Who can beat them? Max Holloway? Sure. Does Max Holloway even want to fight him? Here's the problem, though. Excuse me. Aaron Yeager, by the way. Coming at you right. Volkanovski looks like he's getting better. Like, his stand-up against Ryan Ortega was phenomenal. His stand-up against the Korean Zombie was even better. That's dangerous, dude. That's very, very dangerous. And it's very interesting to see where the division's going to go from there. Arnold Allen, Max Holloway, these guys, that guys, Ika, Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar would be a pretty interesting one, honestly. But, I mean, can he stand a chance? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. But that was a rough one to watch, honestly. Because in the first round, he was taking shots. He was giving some back too, but clear Volkanovski round. But even so, you're like, oh, the Korean Zombie's the tough motherfucker. He can take those shots. Wait till he starts landing too. He's starting to open up too. Second round starts, they both start opening up. It starts getting fresh. Volk starts landing some hammers. Some slam. Bang, 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 bang. It's just like, oh shit. It's just shit that you look at it, you're like, you look really close at first because you'll love to see it. It's like, oh my god, that was a hell of a shot. And then you sort of recognize what you're doing and you sort of look away. Oh, Jesus Christ, how the fuck does he still stand? God damn, that was right on the chin. Followed by left to the temple. How the hell is he on his feet? And it is doubly impressive and like hard to watch at the same time. You of course you stay watching because that's what we're here for, but it's rough. That was the second round. The third round comes in. Uh-oh. This was when it got bad. This was when it was from Korean Zombie was going to take shots. We all knew there would be casualties. We all knew that the Korean Zombie would take shots, to give shots. You'd have to. You'd have to face a fight of the caliber of Alexander Volkanovski in order to win, which is by knockout. He has to be able and willing to take those shots and give them back hard. By the third round, it was clear he could not do that anymore. It was clear he was not cognitively there. He was still able to stand. He was still able to move his feet. He was still able to punch. He was still able to fight. But he was not able to win. In the third round, the destruction that Alexander Volkanovski was raining down upon him via his fists and his takedowns, it was clear that there was not hope for the Zombie. There was nothing he could do, and anything's possible. I'm more than willing to be wrong. But in that third round, especially at the end of it, every single person there and at home watching it knew there is no way the Korean Zombie can win. You probably shouldn't go out for the fourth round. And you know what? You can't be mad at the corner. They should have thrown in the towel. But this is the Korean Zombie's last chance at a title shot. Even when there is no hope, you have to go out there and try. If the whole point of your career is to get the belt, and this is your last shot, you cannot necessarily give it. And it's not throwing in the towel is not giving in. It's a recognized. We are fighting to see who wins. We are fighting because there's a suspension of disbelief, or there's a sense of unknown. We do not know who's going to win. Anything could. We've seen crazy stuff happen when we thought we know. The point of a fight is by the end of it we know who is the better fighter. It could be a close one. It could only be a little bit better, but by the end we'll know who's the better fighter. At least on that night. At the end of the third round, we did not have those questions anymore. There was no more questions. We knew Alexander Volkanovski was a better fighter. And we knew because of that, the Korean Zombie was going to take unnecessary damage. We knew because of that, because of his desire to win the title, he was more than willing to take the damage and keep trying. Even if his brain wasn't working, he was going to give it everything he got, which is you have to respect it. That's hella respectable. Going out there, fighting to the end, literally, dying on the hill. People talk about dying on the hill. That's dying on the hill as close as you can get besides actually doing it. And Birding saw that, waved it off, standing after he was looking close the whole time. He was just waiting, like, well, give me a good shot so I can get in there and stop this. He did, and Jesus Christ, the shot he hit him with the foot. I love good strikes. I love all sorts of nasty, gnarly shit like that. Breaking bones, I love that shit. I don't get squeamish about it at all. That final combo, he landed on the Zombie, the big bang, the right hand that literally hit the mandible, chin and the mandible just rocked it. You could see the brain hitting the sides of the skull and stop it. I said, I can't watch anymore. It was getting to that point to where the Korean Zombie didn't even go down. He was wobbling back. He was hurt, but he did not go down. Props to him. But thank God for being stopped the fight. Truly phenomenal title defense for Alexander Volkanovski. Yes, it wasn't against the biggest opposition. Again, all respect to the Korean Zombie, but it wasn't against the biggest opposition. That being said, when you look at the division, who is on this caliber? If he did that to the Zombie, sure, there's guys that can beat the Zombie. Can those guys win a round, or maybe even two, hopefully three for them against Volkanovski? I can't name anyone in there besides Max Holloway, and I'll be honest with you, this Volkanovski that we're seeing, maybe it's just he had such a display of his skills tonight, but that's a scary Volkanovski. That's a Volkanovski that sounds like he wants to kick his feet up and stay around a while. He's taking his jacket off. He's not going anytime soon. And that's scary if you're a featherweight. Because that's a tough motherfucker. You cannot submit him. Ryan Ortega, a guy with the best jiu-jitsu in the division, and some of the best in the UFC, could not submit him. At least in my jiu-jitsu. You cannot knock him out. I mean, with that being said, hasn't taken super big shots and all that and yada yada, but the Korean Zombie is known for the power in his hands. He could hardly touch him tonight. I mean, we are already, this is his third title defense. He is fully establishing himself as a true, solid champion. And you know what? The reign of King Volkanovski is looking like it's going to start, or it's looking like it's going to start. It has already started, and it looks like it's staying for a while.